I think it's a male.
With that, though.
He doesn't care. It's a little bit like that. Yeah,
He's
okay.
a little bit like that. You know, we're redheads. We're fine. We got to do pre-Saint George this
We
summer.
did?
We did.
Oh, great.
We did. We only got to do 2 shows.
Uh-huh.
But in the first show, a couple weeks prior, he had done a stupid horse thing and pulled back. And so he was very tender in his neck.
From, okay, in the halter?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he actually did a good job of pulling things out of the ground.
Hey.
I know.
Not
Every
smart.
once in a while, and he does stuff like
Yeah.
this. So I was very conservative in the first, because he was very tight and didn't want to really go to the contact, which is so
unusual. Yeah,
like,
yeah.
If anything,
but you know, if they really hurt their poll or any pressure on the mouth is just going to kill them, right?
Yeah, he's such a good, I felt horrible because I didn't realize it had been 2 weeks, and I thought, okay, he's fine.
We're happy, yeah.
Yeah, he's fine. And then when I put the double on, he went.
It wasn't.
No, he was not. So he was a good character, and we just kind of worked out, went through things, but there were mistakes because I couldn't really.
No, of course not. Right, but you knew the reason.
Exactly.
At least you weren't wondering what is wrong with this horse.
Right.
So that is, and he is what, a quarter horse?
He's a quarter horse.
Yeah.
And then the last weekend we did the championship, and we just did 1 test, and it was very relaxed, very, it was good. We went through everything, but now we need to be able to push it up and spice it up a little bit. And it's not, what I feel is when I go for more, of course I lose suppleness. And suppleness is not one of our
You get more
strong
tension
points.
and less
Exactly.
throughness.
Right. So when I've tried to go for more, I got the tension comments and the lack of suppleness. And then he looks, he's not in self-carriage, and so it all just kind of,
Gets good marks for his walk, huh?
Yes. The funny thing is, the things that I thought that we would struggle on, he nailed. And the things that I thought we had down really good, we struggled on.
But that's very common.
Is that common?
It's very common, because you go into your test and you think to yourself, well, this, and this, we own that, we're fine. And then I'm worried about those, this.
Right.
Well, somehow, in the test, it's not unusual that just exactly the reverse happens. The things that you think you had so figured, for some reason they crash totally, and then the horse makes an extra effort in the things that you haven't, that at home we go over and over and over, and the horse goes, but I do know this now.
Right.
And you're surprised,
Right.
It's
And that's pretty much how it was. It was like, oh, okay, I did not expect that to be.
But look, that means that you in general have more of a range, right?
Yeah.
Because if some of the things you don't think are good are better, you have more of a range.
Right.
So that's fine. So then where do you want to start?
Well, I will say that, always the canter, always working on getting him up and out, so he doesn't just kind of pogo stick up and down.
Yeah, it's interesting because all day we have been working on canters. We haven't had a really good canter yet. So it's just either it was total tension or it was lack of scope or, something like that. So you need to do a little canter work too.
Yeah. I'd love to.
What kind of exercises do you do at home normally?
I've been doing a lot of leg yields, like just trying to keep him supple and ahead of my leg. With a lot of circles, and I try and change from more collected to more forward to back to more collected. Just trying to be really optimistic in it.
Changes, within the gate. It's a good idea.
And just really working on just trying to keep him not blocking and still, getting relaxed. And this is the stiffer way with the right. So it's harder for him and for me to feel like I get a good feeling in the canter. It's gotten better. It's gotten way better.
Do you ride any other horses?
They do.
You do. So you do know the difference, and you do know what you're looking for. Yeah. And you ride horses with better canters, probably. Yeah. Okay, so that gets you a little hungry for him to spit up his act. Yeah. I understand that, but let's take a look at it and remind me of what he does. And also his neck is very hard to manage. And that's, God gave him that neck, and you are going to live with it, both of you. So you just have to do your best with that, because that's not the kind of neck that you want an ideal dressage horse to have. But he has a good rear end on him, I'll tell you. It's got a lot of power in the rear. And we're not going to really be able to rebuild the neck, so we live with what we got. So this little picky canter that he has will also to some degree affect the changes, because it's hard for him to have really big bounding, you know, a lot of. How do they usually work out? Are they usually clean? Yes. Yes. So he's pretty honest, huh? Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. In the meantime here, he's not through the pole at all. No. Not at all. So now, Brandy, we got to get him through and round. And yeah, and put him down and forward down, like you want to make him longer and lower. And that's it. The nose down. You want the nose forward and the back up. Nose forward, down, and back up, and a little more jump. And he can do a bigger jump if you get him to lower his nose. Yeah. Yes, he can. Good. Yeah, yeah, he can. Come on. Good. Yes, he can. Get the jump. That's the girl. No, not so much inside rein. I think we need to do a little more on the outside rein. Good. I like him there. Yeah, but he should stay now. Yeah, I like him there, but make him stay. And I don't want your head down. Your nose up, your chin up, and his down. Okay? That's the difference. There you go. Yeah, come on. And drive from your lower back. And you see, you're very nice in the position. Good in the saddle. No problems there. But he does need to jump over the back more. Yeah, start with the longer frame. That's it. That's it. Good. Yeah. Yeah. But he needs to stay now. And then we're going to try to raise him once he's through. But first you need to own the top line there. Then you can raise the forehand. But you can't do it with the horse that is not through in the pole. Does that make sense? Right. Yeah. So if he's tight in the pole, it doesn't matter where you put his head, it's still, you can't get to his rear end. You cannot get there. Okay. First get him really through. That's the girl. Okay. Fine. Good. And that will get you a little bit longer canter too. Do you feel it? Yeah. When he really is able to get his, now slightly on the forehand, but so be it. Because he has to be, because of his conformation, for you to do this. But he's also got a little longer canter and a more soft look to him. Now touch him with the whip and don't raise his whoops. Okay, that's right. I want the head to stay where we had it, and then touch him with the whip. And he overreacts to that a little bit, huh? Okay, let's not do the whip. Let's just do a little pop with the legs and see if that is, yes, okay, okay. Okay, let's try to start by getting a longer stride in the canter from the legs. You pop the leg into him again, and he jumps, and he jumps, and he jumps. Soft, yeah, contact, drive, and little pop with the leg. Good girl. Okay, now to the trot. Close the fingers, and now to the trot. No, you need, yeah, that's right. You need to have him right through in the pole. All right. And you can't renege on that, okay? Because it's a waste of your time. You might as well be home sleeping for all the good you're doing. So come on, that's it. Keep him through. Keep him through. No. And trot into the hand. Into the hand. Good. All right. So halt for a minute. And let me just show you. The whole issue is an issue. His mouth is open and cranky, but it's not really the mouth so much. It's right here.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, okay. Because he is so thick in the jowls here, and the connection, the head was put on too fat, you know?
Right.
So it's very difficult for him to stay really through here. And for him to be able to, he has to open a little bit here for him to be able to stay totally round.
Yeah.
It's not possible physically
Right.
for him to do it. And then, of course, he's going to give you this feeling and stuck feeling. So what you feel here is like he's dead in the bridle when he does that.
Right.
And he is actually,
Right.
because you were not really reaching him or the mouth or anything. Right. So you got to force yourself to allow him to get a little bit of opening here without getting him overflexed and without getting him to fall on the forehand.
Right.
And that's really difficult.
Yes.
It's a total balancing act on his part and yours.
Right.
Because the second you get a little, this happens. You
Yes.
know, and
Right.
you have nothing behind.
Right.
In spite of all this power source here,
Right.
it doesn't go there.
Exactly.
Because he's...
Right.
So this, and it's not so bad, you know, in the rest of the neck. I mean, it's okay. But that part is really hindering you. So you focus totally first on the suppleness that you want to achieve. Later on, we have to fake it a little because you have to raise his head and you have to get the pull up. But don't do it in the very beginning because it will not work. Yeah, it's just, and you work with the confirmation that you're riding. So you have to accommodate that because it isn't ideal, but now we have to figure out how to get around that. And it is a little bit get around it. But you know, you learn from riding different types of horses what will and will not work. Okay, so then trot on again. And sit, yeah, and every transition into the bridle and with the softer feel. Good, and that's it. And let him keep his neck out there. Now, once you have the neck there, instead of shortening the neck and tightening the paw, I'd like you to put his hindquarters closer to his mouth, if you can picture that in your head. So I want you to try to move the haunches up closer without shortening the reins or pulling on him or tightening the paw. So put him in the shoulder 4 on the circle and hold that left rein still. And now put your right leg, left rein, don't pull backwards. Just if you feel you don't have enough, there, go on. You don't have enough horse in your hand, shorten your reins, but don't move your hands to your body. Do you understand what I said? Don't ever go backwards with your hands. Good. Just keep working that inside hind leg. Good. See, now you have access to his hind leg. Can you feel it? When you ask, he's very sensitive and very willing. That's never been a problem. He goes. But you got to have him going in the right shape. So there, little shoulder 4 until you feel him in the left rein. Now push him up in the paw. Yeah? Push the paw up the way you want it to look for another level without losing that roundness. That's correct. Yeah? Very careful because you lose it in a second. All he has to do is just tighten up that paw and open and up his nose and you're gone. But do you feel you have a hind leg here? Yeah. And now you can start to cadence his trot and make it more even and rounder underneath you. That's good. That's good. Feel it? Now he's starting to look like he should. Super. And a halt, connection, sit, and that. He got away from you. He has a great halt. The transition was no good because he, again, was very tight in the paw. Stay in the little shoulder 4 throughout the whole process and try to constantly keep him in your hand like that. So trot again. Constantly, and I think working this at the trot may improve the canter too, which is why I just want you to really get a feel of where you want him. Yeah. Close that left hand, you're doing fine. And right thigh and leg on him and let him step up to it. That's right. Don't lean back, sit up. No leaning back, sit up. Good. And halt. Do not take him out of the shoulder in. Do not take him out. Good. There he was a little surprised, but if you had more of control of a front end. And trot. Good. And shoulder in and halt. Still want him more through in the actual down transition. Trot again. At the very end, he raises his head and doesn't sit behind. And keep him in the left rein, put the right leg, thigh, everything on him, and halt sideways. Go into the left rein, into the left rein, into the left rein. You got it. Feel it? That is what you need to do. That time he was in the bridle throughout the whole transition. And if you can't do a down transition, you're in trouble, girl. You know, you've got to be able to get that down transition to work with sitting, not pulling, not tightening. The trot is better and better. Let's take a look at the canter. Back to the canter. Keep him out there. That was a good transition. Little more through. Just close the hand and ask him with a half fold to be tad more. There. Good. Yeah, nose out and down. Out and down. Good. That's right. Good girl. Okay, now come closer to me in the canter and make the circle smaller and smaller with your outside rein. With your outside rein. With your outside rein. Keep him through. Keep him through. Keep him through. No, he cannot raise his head. Yeah, that's right. Good. Good. Excellent. And back out. And back out. Good. And through in the left. Well done. Good girl. Okay, let's straighten him a little bit and keep that canter. Do you feel there's a little more air time here? Yeah. And that's what we want. It's a little, yeah, but he's got to be that long and that low. He can't do it otherwise. That's it. Good. That's a good canter. I rather like it. Watch out. Shoulder 4. That's it, Brandy. And circle and or do something to get him round again. You got it. And then and left rein a little. Counter bend him for a second in the canter. Counter bend him. Good. 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 Yeah. Okay then. Not bad, huh? And then straight. And from K, half pass right to X. Position him and look up. And keep your half folds in the left. Round horse, round horse, round horse, round horse. And straight, and straight. Go straight, go straight, go straight. Good. And flying change. Good. And yes. And he's round now. You feel it? This is a good feeling, isn't it? And the canter is then much nicer to look at, because it has balance and it has a jump. And he's more happy too to do it, because it feels better to him. But before he is here in the bridle, there is not the slightest opportunity for you to reach his hind end. And half pass left to X, and at X go straight down towards the doors, you know, on the center line. Keep him super straight, and good girl. That's it. Good. That's not too low. And then straight to the left rein, and then change on the center line when you're ready. Well done. Straight, 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 straight. Good job. And now turn right. Now half pass right to X. At X, straighten him, change, and go back to H. Just like you do in the pre-St. George. Bring the haunches, bring the haunches, bring them with your left. Good. And straight. And back again. Not bad, huh? Canter is good. Really happy with that. And then right leg on him, left rein, and change. Well done. He's very handy, you know, because he's not so big. You can really put him where you want him. Stay on the circle. Around, yes, good, good. Now, on this side of the circle, do a little shoulder 4, like you are now, and then on the open side, medium canter, or a few strides of medium canter. Little shoulder 4 here, get him ready. Good girl. Good girl. And then medium, big. And bring back. Half fold, left rein, and straighten him and push him into the outside rein. Good. Good. And he came back fairly politely. I'd like the down transition to be more direct and more clear. Shoulder 4. And good. Don't drop your nose. Get your nose up. Thank you. Yours up, his down. Okay? Now, medium. Go ahead. Go forward, big, 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 come on, and bring back, and move your left leg back. He obviously moves his haunches out and bangs the walls here. There you go, good. Yeah. Canter is becoming quite manageable. So next time over the center line, we're going to do canter in place or almost in place, like you practice in 4th level, you know, just sitting and cantering round. Keep pushing, gotta go. Yeah, come on, keep the canter and forward again. And I think it's better off on this center line, not next to the wall. So do it right here. Keep cantering them up, good. Both legs on, keep the tempo, keep the tempo, keep the tempo, keep the tempo, and forward, well done. Come. Not too many steps. I don't want you to choke him, okay? Just let him do it and let him go. It's just a demonstration of that you can shorten his top line and lengthen it at will. That's good. Okay, so next time here, give me a quarter pirouette to the right. First, do the canter in place. A little more, and a little more, and a little more, and then a quarter pirouette to the right, and go straight. That was, yeah, okay. And again. So there he's very compactable, huh? Yeah. Good girl. Steady, and quarter pirouette, half halt, just 2 steps to the right, not 3. 1, 2, you're done, you're done. Exactly like that. Quarter pirouette again, 2 steps, no more. Position him, sit. Good, super, love that one. Now go across the diagonal and give me a half pirouette. Just like, not this one was too straight. He has to look in the direction of travel, huh? Has to look to the right, and bring him around, and bring him around. And that was too flat. You did much better with the quarter pirouette than you did with that. Okay, so walk. So if you can do a quarter pirouette like that one, not that one, that one, then you can do the pirouette perfectly. He was properly positioned. He really cantered around your inside leg. He was in the bridle. Here he was just flab-sided. He just threw himself on your right leg and turned, like he fell on you like a door. You know, that was not the same thing at all as sitting and being bent around the leg. So it was totally, and then he did the door thing over there again. Yeah, so it's just, so you have to be that on with your inside leg, and then it works. Almost ruined my sugar, you did. Gee, don't do that again. Okay. Let's take a little look at that the other way. But he's very sittable. Yeah, he is. He was just amazingly easy for him to say, oh yeah, sure, I can canter in place. I'm good at that. And he is. Yeah, but there he also really, he didn't more than try, he just really succeeded to do it right, okay? Off we go. And the same thing, a little medium canter right here, just to lengthen his neck and back for a moment. And then bring back. And for that, you need to ask for a bigger canter more uphill. You know, you can't, and make it a little bit more exciting than that. Don't run him, make it bigger, bigger, with your seat, with your back. Don't pick him up, that's it, and bring him back. It has to have more volume, more air time, not run. And then now keep your regular canter, a little more energy. And then over the center line, next center line, canter in place again. Keep your chin up. There you go. Straight up. And half halt. There, that's how you should sit. And then quarter pirouette when you really feel it happening. And go, exactly, right? See, there you had control of it again. But you need to have him bent in the direction of travel. Good, Brandy. That's the girl. Yeah, you need, that's right. Good, well done. Over here too again. Half halt, position him, bend him, sit and turn. Nope, okay, canter on. Contact right, left leg on him, come again. There you completely lost him, but that happens. Bending, sitting, turning at the same time. Still want more inside leg on him. Like, yep, come on. One more quarter pirouette, and then, yeah, that was a good idea. Get him in front of the leg again. You got it. And then half halt, and don't let your reins too long. Because then he slips in the transmission. You need to, that's right, turn, got it, and forward. You got it, okay? Well done. So now we look at the half pirouette. When you're ready, shorten your reins. Sit up straight, great, and up with your chin. Up, that's right. Up is that way. Keep your head up. There you go. And keep your head weighs 1/7 of your body weight. When you toss it on where his withers, he feels it. He's not such a big horse. Now on the diagonal, and bend him around your left leg, position him, little half halt right, and tweak that left rein and let him come with you. Not bad, okay? He could raise his shoulder a little more, but the hind leg was good. Hind leg was busy enough. And then flying change, right leg forward, eye up, good. And then again to the right, and think about how you prepare him to bend as well as get organized. Yeah, that's right. You got it. Yeah. But that canter has a little jump, huh? And it's good enough. That, and he's balancing himself when he's through in the pole. Position, contact, make him wait. Now position, sit, look around you and forward. And there he's still a little too fast. I want him to sit like he did. I know he can do it because I saw it. Now flying change at sea, half halt, and chin up. And no, that was not good at all because you let him fall in the bridle. And he did not take the half halt. Don't ask for a change if the half halt doesn't work, okay? Now let's see both pirouettes, one to the left, one to the right, and micromanage this change over here. It's very costly to mess that one up because the whole counter canter, gets a bad score. So uphill, position, half halt right, connect, left hip forward, shoulders back, and sit and turn, and yes, all right. Look pretty good, well organized, small enough for sure, no smaller than that. And he sat. I really like that one, good job. Yeah, and that was a good change, huh? Okay, mission accomplished on that side. Now let's see this. Position him right, half halt left, and little hip forward, make him wait, and then start with the right leg, and nope, he spins. Feel it? Yeah. Now let's go back and do the right one again. On the second stride, he takes over, he just tosses his shoulder to the, well, there's no right leg there to stop him.
So right before I went into it, I really felt him falling to the left.
Oh. So then you gave him a half halt left probably to stop that, which is fine. Then you have to position him and keep the positioning to the inside, and you cannot let him run through your right leg, which is what, he made it too small and too busy. And canter has to stay the same tempo, not slower, not faster. And when he speeds up, he falls on you. Okay, so same tempo. Think of the tempo first. Think of that first, and then we work on the rest. Good. That's it, same tempo. And he can do that. He's not one that slows down a lot, but he runs through. Yeah, just practice the tempo. Now you don't want him to change, you don't want him to get faster or slower, and then go in and do the pirouette. And start in the shoulder in feel. Feel that he's coming into it in the shoulder in. Yep. Coming into it in the shoulder in. You got it. Half or left. Coming in. That's right. And then steady. And then sit up. And now start turning. Half halt. Go. Right leg, right leg, right leg, right. I like that better. I didn't love it like the other one, but I liked it better. Okay. And then walk. Just walk and leave him rest for a minute. He's a little worker bee, isn't he?
Yes.
He just, he works. So the pirouettes are surprisingly good, I think.